Hi, I'm Kara Pogreba. Welcome to Bright Hope Creations. Today I am putting together a picture changing card using Lawn Fawn products. How You Been, Sweetest Flavor, the sentiment, and this is the magic picture changer. I did a little research and came up with a chart for some popular Jelly Belly flavors, and I'll have that on my blog so you can see it there. And this is Tutti Frutti. I left a few white spaces so I can put yellow inside, and then I come through with the other colors on top of the pink, so the red and the blue. And I'm trying to be random with the dots, but I guess I would say selectively random. I don't want them to overpower. Okay, next up is Juicy Pear, and I put on the bottom color, the lightest one, and then come in with the speckles, and then I'll come back in with the lightest color and just splotch on the lightest color over the speckles to blend it in to make it look like it's in the bean instead of on top of the bean. Those other two beans are similar, so I'm not showing those, but this one's a little different. This is Sizzling Cinnamon, and I put down the speckle layer first because it's lighter, and if I couldn't really put that on over the pink color with a Copic marker. So I just made little circles with the pink over the orange so that it would show as little circles. And now I'm coming in with the RV25 and just going around those circles. And if I cover one of them, well, then that spot just wasn't meant to be. That's the nice thing about these speckles being random, is I don't have to worry about if I didn't do one quite right. This is buttered popcorn, and I'm coming in with a Y00, and then I overlay that with an E91 to get that popcorn shade. This is the butter on the popcorn, so it's a Y15, and then I come in with a Y26 just to give it a little bit of shadow, and then blotch that back in so it just looks like there's a variation in the color of the butter on the buttered popcorn. Next I'm doing the watermelon, and in this bean there is red inside and green outside, so you can see the red from the outside. So I put that on first, and then a layer of green, a lighter shade, but the real color of this bean is dark, so coming in with the darker color and then just blending that out at the top. All right, they are all done. That was just one little lemon bean in there, and I'm shading everything with a cool gray just to show a little depth. Now, if this was real life, there would be a lot more shadow or darkness within those shading areas, but this is just, I wanted to keep this a bright image, so I'm just putting in some indication that there are shadows. I'm lining up the image in the picture changer now because I want to figure out where to put that sentiment, and it's going to be on this image, and then the other part of the sentiment is going to be on the other image. So I stamp that down, and for the second picture I'm taking the template or the die and just finding out where that picture would be so that I know where to place my stamps and getting those all arranged. I'm stamping everything with Memento Tuxedo Black ink because it's Copic friendly. I'll just put that in and stamp it down, and I'm going to erase my pencil lines. And I colored the bottom portion just the same way I did on the other picture. I'm putting a little smiley on the guy and adding with a Copic multi-liner some little legs and feet and some tiny little arms. I wasn't sure what flavor I wanted to make him, but in the end, I decided on a peach. So I'm just starting with the base color, giving him a little shadow, and blending that back out. And then here you can see the chart. So I put on the R24, and at first it's starting to look like President Gorbachev. So I had to go in and put a few extra spots up there on his head. And then I come in and blot that back into the bean with the lighter color. All right, it's all cut out and ready to assemble. I fold everything down at the score line. It's about 1/8 of an inch. And really crease that with a bone folder. And then on both sides of the fold, you put a piece of Scor-tape. And this is on both sides of the picture changer. And then once that's done, you're going to release the inside part and fold it down so that it's adhered, but not the top part yet. I'm taking an anti-static powder bag and just dabbing that on both sides to help for the movement process, and then slip this through and put the tabs together. So the first one goes in that first slot, second, third, and fourth. There it is. And it slides very nicely. So now I can make sure that that is centered and release the other adhesive and fold the top over to form a pocket for the picture changer. Just make sure that's lined up right, and it's all set. And this is what it looks like. Of all the flavors, you're the sweetest. There is a frame that comes along with this picture changer die set, and it fits nicely around the images. So you put some Scor-tape just along the corners so it doesn't interfere with the movement of the pictures. The design of this card is similar to one that I recently made. So I'm keeping it kind of simple so that you can really just focus on the colorful beans. So I put down a yellow from Really Rainbow, and then this rainbow paper, which you can see I started making something different with this, but then I wanted to keep this simple so that it reflected this other card that I made. I'm going to put a little bit of that rainbow paper on the tab so that it has a different color underneath, similar to the card next to it. And then I'll adhere down the tab top. Just glue that down. Yeah, at first I was gonna do a jar around the picture changer, but then I realized it just wasn't, it was too distracting on this one, and I wanted to have the beans be the focus. So it's all placed where I want it, and I'm just going to adhere that part down. Line it up, and it's all ready to go. This picture changer is so much fun, and there are so many ways you could use it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the card today, and if you have a Jelly Belly fan, I hope that the chart was helpful for you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.